Hello everyone, my name is Diana. I'm on here to talk about fibroids. Um, so this is my first YouTube, and I feel like I want to share my story with the women who are suffering with fibroids, my healing journey, and how I overcame fibroids. Um, But let's start off by saying that what worked for me may not work for you, but that doesn't mean you give up, okay? It doesn't mean that you try to, just try to find what works for you. You can maybe tweak it and do something different and just put just a little bit of um, what I used, not used, but what I've done, to help you as well. Okay, so let's let's first start by what is fibroids. Um, for for those who has it, I'm sure you already know. And if you don't know, fibroids is a non-cancerous growth that develops on the wall of your womb or your uterus. Um, how I found out that I had it was I went to the hospital because I was feeling some pain. Um, I I don't normally feel pains in my womb, but after having my fourth child is when I found out that I was bleeding. Like if I would pick something up, if I would pick up something heavy, I realized I would bleed. And I know that wasn't normal, but I thought it was because I had a C-section and I wasn't healed completely. And then a year later, um, of the same symptoms of bleeding, I couldn't pick up anything heavy. Um, I realized that my menstrual was um, continuing for more than 7 days, because 7 days is my cycle period, um, and I was bleeding longer than 7 days. So I knew something was wrong, but I was still linking it to the fact that I had a C-section, because that was my first C-section. I have 4 children, and I've always gave birth naturally. And so because I had a C-section, I thought maybe I'm just not healed yet. So my husband told me to go to the hospital, and eventually I listened because I don't like hospitals, but eventually I listened and found out that I had a 2 centimeter fibroid that was causing all of this problem. I have heard of fibroids before. I've seen women struggle and how it affected their lives. And I sympathize with these women, especially women who were trying to conceive. And I saw how it it was a nuisance and such a big problem to their lives. And so my heart goes out to all the women who have been trying to conceive but could not because of this. Um, so let's start with my with how I think I got rid of it completely. And I say I think because I haven't gone back to see if it's gone completely. But boy, the changes are there. And so I just want to share it. But I will say before I start, I'm sorry, that I have a story of how I healed, of how I was healed by the medicine that God put on this green earth to get rid of lupus. Yep, I said it, lupus. I was diagnosed with lupus in 2018, and I am now lupus free. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of backlashes about, oh, lupus can't be cured and such, but I am a living testimony that I no longer have lupus. I went to the doctor. They told me I had lupus. Then when I went to a specialist, they couldn't believe it. So that's a story for another day. So let's jump into it. So I started off my day with fruits. Every morning for about 3 weeks to 1 month, I ate all kinds of beautiful fruits in the morning. And I mean big bowls of fruits. And it would be like from anywhere: papaya, apples, pear, mangoes, watermelon, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, all kinds of berries. You name it, I had it in one sitting in the mornings, and that was my breakfast. I will point out that the fiber is what's important. Fiber-rich food is what's important. So we're going to cut out all processed food. We're going to cut out all refined sugar. Not natural sugar, refined sugar. So we cut out all refined sugar, processed foods, and all meat. For me, I cut out all meat. That means fish, beef, chicken. I cut it all. And I know some people say, well, they got rid of it by eating all of these things. Well, not the beef and the chicken, but they got rid of it and they were still eating like salmon. But if that worked for you, fine. But with my journey, I cut out all seafood as well. So that included salmon. And then I didn't eat lunch. So breakfast was my fruits, no lunch, but I drank lots of water. And you can also drink lemon water. But I drank lemon water first thing in the morning before I had my fruits, and then water for the rest of the day. Nothing in between. And then for dinner, I would have my vegetables like kale with sweet potato or potato, and brown rice or brown rice. And that would be it. So I would have nothing more for the rest of the day. And then I did this for like I said, 3 weeks, maybe a little more than 3 weeks, almost to a month. But I would tell you, by my next cycle, I saw a significant difference. I was no longer bleeding for more than 7 days, because my period would last up to 14 days since this fibroids came, you know, into my life, or try to make its way into my life. So yeah, I realized that it cut off completely on the 7th day, and I wasn't bleeding heavy anymore. I wasn't bleeding heavy anymore. I wasn't experiencing constipation. I wasn't experiencing the pain or the frequent urination that I had. I couldn't be on the road for more than maybe 10 to 15 minutes and I had to pee. I wasn't going through these things anymore. And, you know, I just want to say how the food that God gave us, our medicine for our bodies, it is here for us, for healing. So I just wanted to share this. And also, I also want to tell you to get rid of the negative thoughts that you can't, that it won't work for me. Get rid of it. Because healing comes first through your thoughts. Okay? It comes first through your thoughts. What you think can reflect your life. So have a positive attitude and know that if you put in the work, if you change your mindset, it will work for you too. I know that I am healed. It's just now for me to go to the doctor and for them to tell me the good news. So I just wanted to make this video to inspire for you guys to have hope that, you know, it's gonna be okay. And God is good. God is good. And he will help you. He will help you. So you got to first believe. Okay? So God bless you. And I hope this video was inspiring to you ladies. God bless. Bye.